You were made for so much bigger. You need to see the world, get out. She's like a baby. Are you like a baby? She's such a child, guys. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today is Tuesday, June 13th. I always have to look. But it is Tuesday, and I thought it would be a good idea to have a topic about something that is actually very near and dear to my heart. I'm like sitting on the couch and my camera's on the arm because it's the only decent lighting with a hat. So, and this is a mop, so we have a hat today. So, anywho, a topic very near and dear to my heart, and basically I feel like it's a lot of why I am where I am, why I do what I do, and just something that I think is very important in life, and that would be passion. So we shall get started. I think just in general, it is so important to be passionate about things, because if you're not going to be self-motivated to do things. You are not going to perform how you want to perform to excel, and you're just not gonna give a crap at all. So I figured I would talk kind of about my life, my journey, and not just my fitness journey, but just my journey in general, my life, because I feel like in the last 4 years, I've kind of done some good stuff, done some stuff, and I'm all about like stages. I always hear this saying, it's like, I came, I conquered, I left. And that can come with like stages in life. You come to high school, you conquer, you leave. Get to college, you conquer, you leave. You get to your first job, you conquer, you leave, like, or stay, I mean, whatever. But you just have to like come in with so much passion in order to be successful. And so, like with high school, I was miserable in high school. Like, I hated it, I wanted out, I didn't care what I had to do, I didn't care, like, I really didn't care what I had to do, I just had to get out. And so that's what I did. I realized that there was a program I could use that was kind of for like work at your own pace, but my pace was like she gone type of pace. And I woke up and I went to school early. I stayed until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, I had cheer practice, but as soon as that ended, after basketball, then I came 7 a.m. School started at 7:50 just because I wasn't a morning person, so I didn't get there very early. And then I stayed till 5 days a week. And then I was done with school, and it was done by like the middle of April, middle of April. So like I only had to go to school half a day or half days my junior year of high school. Like, guys, if there's something you want, work for it. You have to just want it so bad. And so I realized I wanted out. I worked my butt off, and I graduated as a junior. I went to high school for 3 years, and then I was like, I'm out. I didn't graduate in December of my senior year. I bypassed senior year. And a lot of people were like, Cassidy, you're gonna regret that. You're not gonna like it. You're gonna wish you stayed. Senior year is the best year of your life. The people that say that enjoyed high school. People like me hated high school. Screw senior year. I had more fun hanging out with college people when I was 17. Like, it doesn't matter, it's what you want. I'm not saying have a complete tunnel vision to one thing, because it is good to hear other people's opinions, take those into consideration, but at the same time, like, if you want something, go get it. So that was kind of like my journey out of high school. I wanted out, I came, I conquered, I left. I went to college. I kind of just had to decide on a whim where I wanted to go to college, and I was late picking one, and so I just went to the college that was like 20 minutes away. I went for 2 years, and I cheered both years there at Missouri Southern. And my first year, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know like what field I wanted in. I didn't know how much I wanted to make. I didn't know how long I wanted to be in school. I didn't know where I wanted to live. I didn't know any of that. Freshman year of college, I just kind of cheered. I hung out. I did my work. I got into the respiratory therapy program, and then I hated it. I made it through first semester. It was okay. Second semester, I was in hospitals doing clinicals, and I just, like, I did not like it. I didn't want to touch the old people. I didn't want to suction mucus out of people's throats if they had a tube. I didn't, like, we would have tests, like you'd have to breathe into these devices and check how many respirations and stuff like that. And like, I have someone come in and there's like poop on them, and I'm like, I'm not touching them. Like, I can't do that. But it's one thing that I didn't care, like, I was not passionate about it, so I needed to reevaluate what I wanted. And I remember being in a hospital, and I just, like, locked myself in a bathroom, and I cried, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it, like, at all. This is not me. So I just told my mom, I was like, dude, I can't do this. Like, I can't. I'm from a family that you don't quit. Once you start something, like, you finish it. You don't have a choice. So that was something that weighed really heavy on my heart, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. About the same time that I decided this respiratory therapy was not for me, I got introduced to competing. Well, I guess a few years previous to that, my mom and my aunt, this is my mom's twin sister, they both competed, and I remember being like, dude, like, making fun of them for eating what they had to eat. I'm like, ooh, do you want a piece of pizza? You can't have it. But now I'm on the receiving end of that. But I remember going to a show in Tulsa and I saw this girl win, and she was like my age, and she was a dancer, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm gonna kick ass, and that's what I want to do. So I started prep, and I was in prep and in school for probably about 2 weeks, and it like dawned on me one day and was like, this is not me. Being in a hospital for 12 hours is not me. Having to take care of these patients is not me. I would rather prep my meals. I would rather go to the gym. I'd rather help other people, like, achieve their goals, whether it's just hanging out at the gym, talking to them, showing them new exercises, anything like that. Like, I would rather do that over, like, suctioning mucus any day. So I just realized I'm so much more passionate about that other stuff and my fitness stuff that I was like, I'm done. So I just dropped out of respiratory school. I went in and I said, this isn't for me. I don't want to be in the program anymore, and I'm transferring to another school. And so I'm not going to continue in the program because I'm going to fail it because I don't care. I'm not passionate about it. So I'm just going to take a withdrawal. So I took a withdrawal, and ultimately I got half of the second semester off. So I started prep. I just kind of dove right in. I prepped. I did my show. I won, and that's the show that I won my pro card at. And I remember like having tears, and I was like, I worked so hard for this. This is what I want. This is exactly what I want. I was talking to my stepmom about it, and she's in physical therapy, and she's like, I understand. And so she asked me, she said, are you wanting to leave your hometown? Are you wanting to stay there? Are you wanting to just do like other classes for a different major? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I want out of my town eventually, but I don't know yet. I don't know where I would go, what I would do. And she lives in Wichita, Kansas. And she said, have you ever like thought about like cheering there or going to school there if you like want to get out? And I was like, that's a school? Like, what? She's like, yeah, they like made the Final Four last year in basketball. Like, this was right before I got there. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was a school. But eventually I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go try out. So I went and I tried out for their cheer squad. I made it. I got accepted into the college, and I was like, all right, time to pack the U-Haul and get going. My biggest fear was like never leaving, settling down at 21 or 22 and having babies and never leaving, and that was just not what I wanted. My mom from age young, I was so young when she started saying like, you are made for so much bigger than Carthage, Missouri. Like, you are made for so much bigger. You need to see the world, get out. And so that was always been in my head. Even like the town I live in now, I'm like, I'm made for more than this. I'm made for so much bigger than this. So that I travel a lot, and that's like one of the reasons I do is because I want to see everywhere. I'm 21. I'm too young to know where I want to live for the rest of my life. There's 50 other states out there. The world is however many miles around, and like, I just feel like you have to see it to even know, have an idea of where you want to go. Was it scary moving 3.5 hours away from all of my family except my dad's ex-wife? And like, it was scary doing that. It was scary being away from all of my family, being away from any friends that I may have had, being on my own. I lived at home, I didn't have a car payment, I didn't pay my insurance, I didn't pay for my phone bill, I didn't pay for groceries. I paid for stuff I wanted to do. And now, after I moved to Wichita, I had rent, I had utilities, I had a phone bill. Like, I paid for all my stuff. Was it scary? Hell yes. Did I do it? Yes, because I'm passionate about being successful. Whether it's fitness, whether it's like a job, whether it's school, whether it's anything, like, be passionate about it. You cannot be scared of change, and along with that is passion. If you're passionate about it, you're gonna be able to make the change. So, a lot of this topic is going to correlate with just being able to adjust, being able to make the moves that you need to make. I wish I could put into a 5-minute video my feelings because, like, even I moved to Wichita, I lived with 4 boys on the cheer squad, and I was the only girl, and I wasn't happy, and I had my precious little puppy with me, and I had to make a change to not live with them and not be just like live with a bunch of nasty guys. And so I went from paying $230 a month to paying $400 a month in rent, plus like utilities. I was living with one other girl. So I had to work more. I had to work longer hours. I worked till 2 a.m. like a lot of times because I worked at a bar. So I went from that. I realized I didn't like living with somebody. So I decided I lived by myself. And because I didn't know how long I would be in Wichita because I graduate soon. But I upped my rent again. I took a job change. Like, I don't work at a bar. I don't work at a makeup store. I make my own schedule. Like, you have to, it is risky. I am telling you, it is risky and it is scary to make the moves that you want to make and be comfortable, confident, and successful. But if you're passionate about it, you're gonna say, I'm gonna make this work. I'm going to make this work. Being passionate about making a difference in other people's life, you can't do that until you're confident, you're passionate about your own life, you want to make yourself better, whether that's Phoebe. The doorbell on the TV rang and she's like a guard dog. But what I was saying, like, until you can do what you want to do what you have to do. Work your butt off, but always be passionate about your goals and always be confident with what you want to do. So, and I'll put the meaning of this. Actually, I'll just read it to you. My battery is flashing red. Let's see if we can find it, y'all. Okay, so my brother and I got arrows. His is a lot bigger and manlier than mine. This kind of correlates like with my life, and It says an arrow can only be shot by pulling it backward. When life is dragging you back with difficulties, it means it's going to launch you into something great. So just focus and keep aiming. So, love y'all. Be confident.